Joining me on the news to dissect this is Choji Pwakim, civil society activist. Good evening, glad to have you join me.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you.
All right. Let me kick off by first asking you, what's the inspiration behind the renewed vigor for peace in Plateau State? And I say this because aside the declaration, we saw how the End Bad Governance protest went in Plateau, and largely it was dubbed as peaceful. So what's the inspiration behind this commitment to peace?
Okay, over the years, the stories that have come out of Plateau State have been that of 10 people killed, 100 people killed, and young people feel that it is enough. Over the years, people have been divided along religious lines, where you could be killed because of your dress sense. You could be assumed to be a Muslim or Christian. So people are now saying we've learned from the past. Politicians have taken advantage of us. So now we're coming under one front. Poverty does not know religion, neither does it know ethnicity. So let us take advantage of this and live in peace. And that is why beyond just the protest ground, which is at Old Airport, we can say that the protest itself, even across the places, was like 90-something% free of violence, if not for some skirmishes that happened. After what even the protesters say, it is a provocative statement that was made at a restaurant that they have seen as an elite restaurant. So beyond that, they were just moving about and not burning anything, which for me, it is a way forward that we've made.
Now, aside just declaring a peace mantra, what other ways do you feel that youths can exemplify or even demonstrate peace in Plateau State?
Okay, it's just by accommodating the fact that we are all victims of the same situation, that people are able to now understand that our religious differences should not be a cause of violence. People should tolerate each other very deeply. Now, why I'm trying to even be a bit skeptical about what I'm saying is because even when you ask the young people what has been the cause of the conflict on the plateau, they cannot really lay their hands on it. But they could just tell you that, oh, it could be politicians that are using us and all whatnot. So over the years, that has been the narrative. And things have practically, with the renewed reality of both Muslims and Christians being victims of the same thing, poverty is everywhere. They are beginning to see that, come on, there's no reason why we should fight. There's no reason why we should burn places. We have learned from the answers, the looting and everything, and people are saying no. This is not the plateau that we want. So now people are more organized, and that is why even on the protest ground, some of us came out to say, we need to manage this protest ground so that it doesn't turn out to be like the answers protest and every other aftermath of the protest. So the strategies were put on ground to ensure that everybody behaves himself while on the protest ground and even while going home. Some of them were escorted back to their homes. These are ways that people realized displayed that they were quite happy. We also said that you needed not to come to protest ground with a stick or any other thing that is harmful. Just come to protest ground with yourself. Even people who had leaves, we collected the leaves from them and said, no, this is not riot. Yes, in normal protests, people could carry leaves and all whatnot to show disagreement. But this one, we call it peaceful protest. And that is why even on the protest ground, people are able to pray. They created a space for people to pray, both Muslims and Christians. So for us, we needed to show that there's a renewed hope for us, not within the balance of the political sense, but more or less like a new plateau that we're trying to rebuild so that we can forge ahead as a common citizen of this particular state.
Okay, just very quickly, because we're pressed for time, staying on your thought process of renewed reality for peace, we all know that in as much as we strive or aspire for peaceful coexistence, certain factors may just be the clog in the wheel. What would you like to see addressed to help you and, of course, the youths in Plateau State achieve a completely peaceful state?
Okay, we need to see, one, government attention to Plateau youths, deliberate interventions that bring, one, to empower the young people, two, bring these young people along those conflict fault lines, whether it is ethnicity or religion. Okay, we also need to see more of the peace work being done that are also youth focused. Over the years, you get to see peace work being done, but little of it is being done with young people. So we need to see more of this work being done with young people being empowered, and young people being encouraged to work together, supported by government to see that they achieve their common dreams.
All right, thank you so much indeed. We hope peace will be long-lasting in Plateau State. Many thanks for your insight on the news. Choji Pwakim, civil society activist, thank you for your time.